The following podcast is brought to you exclusively by the Rad Rob Radio Network.
On this edition of Straight Up 5 with Johnny Petraglia Jr., we welcome back multi-time PBA champion Jakob Butturff to the show. We'll talk about how he did this season, what he's looking forward to next season, and a whole lot more. We are so proud to have him back on the show. We'll also be giving you details for the raffle for the brand new Storm bowling ball bag and the deadline for t-shirt pre-orders for our Straight Up 5 t-shirt. I'm looking forward to getting mine. Hopefully you're looking forward to getting yours. All that and a whole lot more. Straight Up 5 with Johnny Petraglia Jr. starts now.
This is PBA champion Kyle Troop.
Hey y'all, Jakob Butturff here.
Jeff Riggles here from 11thframe.com.
Hey guys, Chuck Ritchie here, formerly of Bowl TV.
Hey guys, this is Ryan Schaefer of track staff at Valley Bowling Center in Waverly, New York.
And you're listening to Straight Up 5 with Johnny Petraglia Jr.
Yo, the boys from Straight Up 5, Rad Rob, Dr Ocho, and of course JP Jr.
Pick it out. Fear the fro, baby.
Welcome to Straight Up 5 with Johnny Petraglia Jr. A hard-hitting, in-depth, cutting-edge look into the world of bowling. This podcast will not only cover all things bowling, but will also give you a raw look into real-life issues. You'll get unfettered access into the mind of one of the most gifted bowlers of this or any other generation.
Strike, and they claim it. Similarly does it.
So without further ado, let's introduce you to the hosts of the show. Rad Rob, Rob Francois. Rad Rob, Rob Francois. Dr Ocho. Dr Ocho. And the incomparable Johnny Petraglia Jr. Johnny Petraglia Jr.
Hey guys, welcome back to Straight Up 5 with Johnny Petraglia Jr. I'm your host, Rad Rob, Rob Francois. This is episode 127, and we have a very special guest tonight. But before we get into the festivities, let's take a look and see who's in the chat. Nico is here, our resident statistician. Yeah, so Restream has changed everything, and for whatever reason, it doesn't post the links until like an hour before the show, I believe. They've changed something since last week. And after I made the post for tonight, I went to our YouTube channel and tried to find it for a half hour so I could link it to all of our socials. But unfortunately, it is what it is. Hopefully they'll get that fixed. Crambone! What's going on? Crambone in the house. He is the latest subscription on my YouTube channel, Rad Rob Gaming. Enjoying my golf content. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. Chuck Ritchie, nice haircut. I'm not sure who you're speaking about because I don't have any hair. Dan Young's in the house. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. Or should I say, what does Belmo call you? I don't remember. I don't even think he wants to talk about you anymore. All right, let's bring in our first co-host. He is the man with the shiniest mask in the world. He has the largest arms on this podcast. He is the resident doctor of Straight Up 5. And he recently is the father of a 2-year-old. Well, I mean, obviously he was a father 2 years ago, but his daughter just turned 2. And mine just turned 6 on the same day. Who knew? Let's bring in the one and only, everybody's favorite, Dr. Ocho. What's going on? Holy shit, it's dark.
Oh, I like this. Oh, it's even better than I thought. Oh, I love this. This is working out good.
You love sitting in the dark like a creepy fucking dude in a mask?
I think I look great. All right, maybe I'll make one little adjustment here.
That mask looks even fucking creepier in the dark. Jesus Christ, dude.
No, I think this is perfect. This is just so perfect. So, yeah, it looked fine on the...
That's Dan. That's right, Dan. Sorry. Oh, okay. That's...
Oh, wait. Oh. No, wait a second. Is my
What's up, Stunna? Jason Statina in the house. What's going on, brother? Mike Ruther's in the house as well. Good evening, sir. Welcome everybody to the show. Oh, can we get this shit down the road here?
No,
we got a lot to do.
Watch what happens. It comes on for a second and then it goes off.
Okay, I don't know what Wi-Fi you have in Ochoville. So
I think you did something.
Nico wants to know if you're filming the Blair Witch Project. Yes, it's a remake.
Scariest movie ever. So I don't want to hear nothing.
They only got $500 budgets. Mike Sumerano, what's going on, brother?
Speaking of budgets, hold on, Rob. Before I get my camera thing straightened out, did you?
Yeah.
I saw you're still the owner of Rad Rob Network, and did
It's literally in the bottom corner of the screen, Ocho. Rad Rob Radio Network.
I found a quarter, and I feel like I have enough to invest to over. As a matter of fact, buy it and do a hostile takeover, if that's possible. Also, I also noticed you got a little Triple H inflection to yourself, and you're like, "This is Rad Rob, and we have a great show tonight."
Chuck Ritchie says your audio is off. I agree. You have like a little bit of a.
I'm using the iPad tonight because I can't. I'm not on location. I was on location, but I got home from location way too late in order to set shit up. So I'll dump out and come back in, and you guys do the rest of the show. I'll be back in 20,000 minutes.
All right, cool. Thanks. Let's also bring in the other co-host. He is the man with the name of the marquee. He is number 7 in your program. Ocho, get the fuck out of here. Thank you. He is number 7 in your program. Is number 1 in your hearts. The sexiest man in the world, Mr. Johnny Petraglia Jr. Nope, that's not it. That's it. Hey, JP, what's going on, brother?
Thank you, as always, for that beautiful introduction.
Sure.
And thanks to Chuck Ritchie for pointing out the crackling. I'm on my phone tonight for the show using earbuds, and it was absolutely destroying my life just now. So I don't really care how long it takes for Ocho to get back, as long as he comes back without the crackle from the Rice Krispies box.
I mean, he doesn't have to come back at all. I mean, I really don't. I'd rather him not come back, but that's just me.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes can't have it both ways, but either way.
Stephanie, what's going on? Stephanie,
hi, Steph.
Dude, I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. It's good to see you.
And happy belated birthday to your daughter. 6 years old now.
Yeah, dude. Jesus Christ, where's the time gone, dude? I've known you for the last 3-4 years. So yeah, that's crazy, dude.
Speaking of time flying, I actually have to give 2 birthday shout outs. The first one goes to I guess you could say the closest thing I've ever had to a daughter. My girl Derica, good old Dizzy Stunts, turns 24 today. So happy 24th to you out in Vegas or Canada or Bike Week at Sturgis or wherever it is that you are this week, girl. Keep doing you. You're the best. Love and miss you. And another pre-birthday shout out is a very special lady whose birthday is tomorrow, and her name is Mama Petraglia.
Oh, so snap. Nice.
Yeah, happy birthday. I think it's 46th birthday to my mother.
Yes,
so,
absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
She doesn't look a day over 40. So
looking forward to spending the day with her and Dad down in good old Jackson, New Jersey. Go find probably like a Perkins or some kind of awesome place for breakfast and start there, and then just kind of feed off from there. Watch a little golf. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So anyway, that's what we're going for.
Awesome. Well, that sounds great, dude. By the way, you no offense, you always look fantastic, but I think it's time for a haircut.
My boy Georgie Shore and his lovely wife accompanied us to the Italian festival about just over a week ago, and I was about to ask him for the next availability for a haircut. Turns out he was getting on a plane and heading to the Bahamas with his family, and I believe he just returned today.
That's a good reason.
So, okay. Yeah, we're going to have to... I mean, I'm okay with the length on top, but the sides, like, thank God the temperature here finally dropped a little bit, like to the mid-70s, so now I'm not sweating profusely just from breathing.
I do that every day. Just don't get the pompadour look. Like, you're almost getting the old Italian... You look a little Brooklyn lately, so just saying.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever.
There's nothing wrong with that. All right, we have a lot to cover, so let's get into the festivities before we bring in old Butters, Jakob Butturff. We are 1 week away or so from the cutoff for the deadline to pre-order your T-shirts at straightup5.com. The lovely shirt that Mr. Petraglia is wearing right now with his beautiful silhouette, and we have our logo on the back. Again, check out our website, straightup5.com, straightup5.com. You can pre-order your shirts there. We can, what do you have? Venmo, you have Zelle. Was there any other? Is there a straight credit card?
Yeah, straight credit debit option. You can do Venmo, PayPal, pretty much any platform you could think of. I believe other than Apple Pay is available directly off of this site for the pre-order. And again, everybody that has already pre-ordered, thank you so much for your patience through this entire introductory process. Not only are we in the midst of gathering all the shirts, but also the production of the next shirts in the line. So between that and all the other underlying things that I didn't know about when it came to starting a business, it's all coming like to fruition. So now we're here. So thanks again to the patience, to everybody who's already purchased and donated for the cause of this show. And we're looking forward to start shipping out on August 28th. Having used that August 28th when it comes to the shirts, Rob, did you want to show a couple of the photos of the front and the back that we had spoken about earlier before we hop into the other item?
Absolutely.
Perfect. So obviously we had to get a couple legends repping the ish. Parker was one of the first to purchase, along with his two sons, Justin and Brandon.
I love
so
that.
Obviously, thanks to the Bones, and then thanks for the opportunity to show some of our stuff inside Rev Rates. If anybody's in the New Jersey or Howell area and you want to fine tune your game, so real quick, if you can pause here, I'm not sure if you can do that.
Yep. Let me roll.
Or there, either one of these is fine. So basically, again, the selected winner, which we announce at the conclusion of the August 28th show next week, we will announce the winner who receives this autograph card of Dad, which there's another photo that's in this reel that actually shows the back of it where it has all of his stats, some really, really cool information. Obviously, you see the fresh new Brunswick signed bowling pin by none other than Pops. And then we just happen to use one of the newest Brunswick products for the imagery here. But it's a Brunswick ball of choice to that selected winner via the pre-order of the shirts, which you have until the conclusion of our show, 9 p.m. Eastern or 9:30, give or take, 30 minutes at the conclusion of next week's show, August 28th.
Yes, sir. We are also
thanks for that, Rob.
You're welcome. We're also doing a raffle for a brand new Storm bowling bag, which I have a picture of it here.
I also have it kind of like, yes. So the All Rolling Thunder Signature 4-ball, which is actually, to tell you the truth, Rob, the first bag I've ever seen that has 4 wheels, kind of like the style where you can glide across the airport floor.
Agreed. Yes.
And I did give it a roll around the apartment a little bit just to see it. I don't really foresee a lot of bowlers actually using the 2 extra wheels in the back, but the bag itself, it's from an anonymous donor. Thank you so much to the cause for Straight Up 5. And the way to get your hands on this bag is simply this. Rob, if you can blast that up here. A $20 raffle gets you 2 entries for this Storm Triple Roller, which includes the free shipping if you are the winner. So you can go to Venmo using venmo.com/u/straightup5. Also, you can also go ahead and scan that QR code, which would take you directly there. And again, the winner of the bag will also be announced at the conclusion of next week's show. So you've got, again, $20 per chance per 2 chances to win the bag. Any additional information you would want on the Ultraline Storm Roller is available at stormbowling.com. And again, thank you so much to the donor, the donation of the bag. And again, just like any other startup company, we got to start somewhere. And it's nice to have people like you that want to see us bring out the best and offer some people some great products that not only deserve or need, but can get at a cheaper price. So thank you all so much in advance for that as well. Rob, did I miss anything?
No, I think we are good. If you guys haven't scanned that QR code there, you can go back in the replay of this video and scan it at your leisure. Or, as we said, you can just type in the website, venmo.com/u/straightup5. And for our t-shirts, continue to get your pre-orders up until 7 days from now, and then it'll go officially live. But in order to win these signed products, you have to get your pre-orders in before. Is it before or on? We're going to do before July 28th?
You got to have them in by, we'll call it 9 p.m. August 28th. At 9 p.m. for the next show to allow us to actually draw the winners live for both the picture, the pin, and as well as the Storm bowling bag.
Fair enough. So if you want to do that, go to Straight Up 5. That's the number 5, straightup5.com. and pre-order one of our sweet T-shirts that Johnny P is wearing. Awesome, dude. So, if you don't have anything else, I want to get to our special guest because I'm really looking forward to speaking with him. It's been a little bit of a while. That's horrible English. Oh, Ocho's back, by the way. He texted me. I don't ever answer his messages, so hold on. Let me bring him in. There we go.
Let's see if there's less cackling.
Ocho. Fuck me. I'm done. You guys talk. I don't want to talk anymore. Hey, Orca.
First of all, in the green room, might see me, but on here, what'd you do? What did you do? Because you know how you see yourself, in your own little image. I see myself totally fine. And I'm wicked hot. I'm wicked jacked. And then I come here, and there's nothing going on. What's going on with you? What did you do? What did StreamYard do? What did freaking Rad Rob do? Why are you?
I don't know.
We gave everybody the opportunity to win a bowling bag.
Jeff Skyers, what's going on, brother?
To get some shirts, and we're happy you're back, and it is slightly brighter than it was.
Billy M, what's up?
Billy M,
what's going on? PD, excellent. Patrick Dombrowski, we got to get him on the show. He is.
We got to get Patrick. We got to get you on the show, buddy. Please get on the show.
Dave Wilmot.
We're gonna reach out to you.
Hello from Vegas.
Yo, Dave, miss you, buddy. Hope everything's good out west.
Happy birthday, Nicole. What's going on?
As always,
Ocho's gone again. I don't know what the hell he's doing.
Let's just let's get to the flavor of the week.
Yes, we will. Oh, Mark Germanding says, "Hey guys, I ordered my daughter a shirt and selected a size, but didn't ask for a name or anything."
Mark, I will connect with you at the conclusion of this show and figure out what's going on there. Thanks for letting us know.
All right, let's bring in the man of the hour. Too sweet to be sour. Has all the power. I don't know. That used to be an old Dusty Road bullshit. He is a multi-time PBA champion as well as a major champion. He's also a major heartthrob. All the chicks dig him. He is the one and only Mr. Jakob Butturff. It helps if I hit the button. Goddamn, dude, I'm telling you, Restream has fucking changed everything. That is twice. Plus, I'm fucking retarded. So, what's going on, buddy?
What's up, guys? How's it going?
Good, brother. Great to see you.
It's great to see you guys. I'm also got my headphones in, and I'm at the bowling center. So where else would I be?
Where are you coming from tonight, Jeremy?
It's I'm currently behind 13 and 14 at my home center. So
nice.
What's the temperature looking like in Scottsdale right now?
I think I checked. What was it? I checked about an hour ago. I think it was like 105 out. About 105.
Oh, good.
What's up, PD?
I miss it immensely. I'm not gonna lie. I miss that. Although these last few days here have been beautiful, high 70s. I miss my solid 105, 110 in Vegas, man.
Oh my God. It's just it's getting so hot, man. It's so hard to be outside right now.
I understand. Rob, you wanna get us started here with Butters?
Yeah, I do. Actually, I want to know. There's a joke between you and Dan Young about Jackie Butturff. Can you explain that a little bit?
So, I guess there was this. I don't know. I can't remember if it was like some comment I made, but Dan took a picture, or he took one of my profile pictures from my bowling page, and he turned me literally into a girl. So, and that's what Photoshop does nowadays.
Well, you look
were you nice
hot.
looking?
I'm going to pull it up here.
I mean, oh my God.
Let's embarrass him right out of the gates. And I'll make it even worse.
Yeah, that's what we do
like,
here.
oh, he looks dynamite.
Actually, I want to make actually do post it because I want to make kind of a statement about it. So it's kind of funny. So,
right,
yeah, Rob, you have that picture.
2, 1, there we go. Hey, you're smoking hot, dude.
Oh my God, shut up.
I mean, you're smoking hot anyway.
So,
I mean,
it is really creepy, but I'm not even lying. I'm not even lying when I say that I wish you guys met my mom, because that is so creepy how it looks like my mom when I was that old. That's what my mom looked like.
I can get down with that. I get down with that, bud.
Oh my God.
Hey, it's 2024, bro. I need. Hey, whatever, man. It's all good. It's all good, man. Thank you, Dan, for that. By the way,
Dan Young.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Jason. Jason had to Jason had to go and ruin it. That's anyway.
Come on, Jason.
All right. So, Butters, tell us a little about this past season. I don't know how much you want to go into some of the issues you had, but you kind of had a rough year. What was going on?
If I could go back and redo my whole season right now, I would do it in every single tournament I bowled. Honestly, it just, I had a lot going on this year, and I'm not gonna go into extreme full detail, but it was a rough year. Had a lot of issues mentally. I mean, I didn't even bowl the Masters because I got sick during that week while I was visiting my dad.
Yeah.
So because of that, it's like, it was a breakdown of the year. I had to bowl really good at the World Series just to, kind of save my season pretty much. And
Jake,
I ended up cashing every event. What's that, Johnny?
Leaving the personal stuff and the physical stuff out of it, you had made mention that you said you would have approached every tournament differently than you did. Can you kind of take us through what you mean by that, as far as at least on the lanes themselves? Did you see them incorrectly at the start of every week, or like what was going on there at least?
I think that a big part of it is that honestly, like, it was just a mixture of a lot of things. But I mean, when I go back now and I look at the whole picture on how I did in the tournaments, I can kind of see more of a picture of why I wasn't, striking as much as everybody. And I think that's part of the reason why I want to go back and kind of redo that, because I see it a lot more clear, and hopefully it works down the road. I mean, for next year, because I'm feeling a lot more confident. I kind of gained my game back. Just came back from New Mexico Open, bowled pretty good out there, and just kind of want to stick with the game plan and stay strong and not let anything slip, basically.
What did you find different with the harder surface urethanes compared to the transition of the lanes compared to the say the purples and the pitch blacks?
I think what's up, Ocho?
What's up, buddy? Here's your purple urethane right here, my man. Now I'm back.
Oh my God.
All right, here we go. Go. Take it away.
So no, it's just because now I see a more clearer picture. The newer urethanes, I feel like I had to use a lot more surface just to kind of like break out that cover a little bit and kind of get it to shape a little bit earlier, which is what I love to do. And Jason makes a correct statement. A lot more surface. They're a lot harder, so the best way to kind of get your ball to hook is just add a little bit of surface to it.
So we saw a lot of new winners this year. We saw Dio Bernard come out of the PTQs. We saw Boog have a breakout year. You had a couple of young kids that won as well. A lot of them using that black hammer. Have you had any decent success with that yet?
I mean, I bowled pretty good with it in a couple of tournaments. I just missed a show in Springfield this year. Thank you, Simon, for shooting 279 the last game to knock me out of the show. But honestly, playing pretty straight with them. I mean, just kind of trying to crack that surface a little bit, because for me, like, I love to see the early shape, but there was just times I just couldn't get my ball to go through the pins. And I just tried to do multiple different things I know I could, and it just, some tournaments it didn't look the best, some tournaments it looked pretty good, but I just never had like that breakthrough tournament this year, and just battling everything. So I think a decent World Series got me to where I was, so I'm thankful for that. And next year it's gonna be a different year.
Are you feeling pretty solid physically?
Yeah, like this past weekend in New Mexico, I had a little bit of issues about a month ago, and thankfully, I've just been taking better care of myself. Felt really good physically and mentally when I was bowling this past weekend, and I came in second. So and Francois bowled really good the whole weekend, so he just maintained his composure every single match, and he came out on top.
So what exactly happened with the leg? How did you injure yourself?
Well, that was before. Honestly, I just had a lot of inner thigh issues. My whole thigh swelled up, and I had a bunch. I had a minor. It was almost about a tear basically, but it wasn't a full tear or anything. It just was a lot of excruciating pain. My whole thigh was bruised up. And that was last year. And then this year, I got sick a couple of times, and just tried to push it aside. And now it's you know what? 30. They say it all goes downhill at 30, unfortunately. So I think because of that, it's like now I gotta take better care of myself.
Hey, buddy, I hate to tell you this. It gets worse at 40.
Oh my God! Don't tell me that.
Yeah.
It's
and
great
I'm assuming,
at 50. It's
yeah,
awesome at 50. Are you kidding me?
But you know what? I will tell you this: the fact that you're aware of it at 30, I'm going to tell you this right now. You know me; I'm one of the biggest lushes in the goddamn world, man. I can put them back more than a lot of people on this planet, but I've still figured out a way to like stay in somewhat decent shape at 40. So,
right.
I mean, as long as you monitor it a little bit, you know, you're going to be just fine. With not to mention your talent. But here's my question. You said it was your inner thigh. Was it on your left inner thigh or your right?
My left, like my push-off leg.
So that was kind of what was like feeding into my main question is, with your unorthodox style and the way you get to the line and you're continuing to slide through the hit zone, do you think that flexion is what caused the almost tear, or was it something completely un-bowling related?
I think something happened, not bowling related, that caused it because I was having a lot of pain in that area right before the tournament, and I think like when I was just bowling, I think that's just what caused like the swelling and the bruising basically. Because when you bowl, you know, X amount of games over 2 days, it's a killer on your body.
Oh sure, and I mean, dude, it's one of the biggest reasons why I could never do it out there. I couldn't successfully try and compete with the best in the world as many games as you guys do out there. It's always been, you could bowl 100 games, but competitive like that, I mean, to get your body ready again, it takes not only physical attributes, but also mental, which you've shown over your history out there.
You're using muscles that are hard to train is the issue too. Like he's saying, he's talking about an adductor muscle, like the inner thigh. You know,
exactly.
Even if he does the squeezing in thing, I don't know if it's going to hit the area that he needs, because what he's using it for is when he slides and his back leg, it's his left leg, so it comes around him. So something got obviously, like you said, something prior, and then bowling repetitive trauma exacerbated it, and so it's a hard rehab too. You're not going to get someone's finger in there to start digging to try and do muscle work when it's right up in the inner thigh, because for one, it's tender as anything. For two, it's so specific that you're not even knowing where to start, though. Like, you're not going to find it. There's going to be a minute point, but also the muscle flares out. If the tendon's tight, the muscle flares out. You're never going to hit the spot that you need to.
But I guess my question there is, even if he was to use, say, a hip abductor machine and he's working the muscle around that area, wouldn't all that do is inhibit him even more, because now it's tightening up or it's tensed
now he's
up?
going to shorten. He's going to shorten it. He's going to shorten the muscles by. I mean, he's going to break down the muscles and harden them, but it's going to shorten them too, as we know. So yeah, he's going to lose the elasticity a little bit,
which is not.
You'd
good.
almost have to. That's what I mean. You'd almost have to do an active release technique or to increase the functional activity of the muscle and do passive and active stretches in order, again, you want to facilitate and increase the functional activity rather than shorten it and tighten it. It wouldn't hurt to do some for preventative stuff if he's doing them a couple times. Someone talking? I heard voices. Oh, shit, never mind.
That's okay. They're all welcome.
Ocho, I think you're just making up words.
Fact check me.
Rob, what were you going to say?
I was going to say Ocho's
something stupid.
Just making up words. I don't believe anything that he says.
I was kind of curious about it because, I mean,
I wouldn't either.
When I think about Jakob's game, that's like the deciding factor on how well he's going to get through it at the bottom. So if you're trying to fight that even in the most minute fashion, it's like trying to run, a 4.40 and one of your shoelaces isn't as tight as the other one. It doesn't really matter how hard you try.
There's a pebble in your shoe or something
Hi, Cal. Good to see you, baby.
Too, or something like, or something also, and that's what's throwing you're off your gates off, your posture's off.
So if your brain is subconsciously thinking about that, even in the most minute way, I mean, right then and there, it's very, very hard to just get up there and execute. It's like the difference between swinging at a 3-1 pitch as opposed to an 0-2 pitch.
Mm-hmm.
You're a little bit more protected with the 0-2. 3-1, you're trying to hit it 500 feet. But Butter is my having said that, I want to go back to the urethane because this year, what I noticed on tour was we saw a lot of I saw a lot of lefties I had never even heard of before, or lefties I knew of, but like obviously everybody knows who Dio Bernard is now, but we see Dio make it. We see Eric Jones come out and just bowl fantastic. We got to see a little bit more of Justin Knowles. We saw Matt Russo bowling fantastic all season. And I'm watching all these guys' games, and I guess what kind of threw me was none of them were really like a Jesper. None of them were really trying to get it down there with a lot of speed and a super crazy high rev rate. It was all more like softer ball speeds. They weren't circling it quite as much as I'm used to seeing you circle it. But, like, what was their key visually, according to you? What was their key to their success this year? Whereas other lefties like yourself and Jesper or Packy that we're used to seeing every single week, we didn't see as much.
I think a big part of it was that with a lot of patterns that we bowled on this past year, I feel like the softer ball speed because they're also not hitting it like some of them's not hitting it extremely hard. Like, I crossed with Justin Knowles at the Players Championship this past year, and I was trying to be like right in the same zone, but I was seeing it like just a hair too early, and I just couldn't carry a 17. Where Justin, the first block he struggled, and then after that he tore it up. He ended up getting the match play. He had a really killer block, one of the blocks and he was just I think he was just feeding it a little bit more with a little bit more softer, a little bit more shape. He was staying soft with it, where I was trying to throw a little bit harder. And I think that's where I struggled because I was trying to throw it hard and straight, and that's where I couldn't carry. Where I feel like if I would have went in and started to shape it a little bit more, then I would have probably had the same ball reaction.
This is a good question here from Jason. If you happen to know the answer, what valve angles were popular amongst the lefties out there this year? Similar to what you had seen before, or were they a little bit different?
It's honestly, I've never knew really too much about valve angles, but I've noticed with a lot of bowling balls that I've been drilling this, like the center of gravity, the CGs that I've been drilling further out have been the ones that have been rolling a lot better this year. I couldn't see that early, like that super early shape because that's when it'd be burning up way too much. So I could definitely see where with certain angles, my valve angles, like just keeping everything super parallel with like layouts and everything, it's looked pretty good.
That's so interesting that you say that because I was legitimately a few days ago talking to Parker Bone, Brandon Bone, and John Fury, and they all said the exact same thing about the CGs and the masses being closer to the VAL. Very, very, very interesting. Kind of a far cry from what we were used to seeing, at least over the last few years. A lot more taller pins, inverted CGs, tall CGs, like 0 to minus 20 degree angle with like a 4x0 or 4.5 by minus 20. Yeah, absolutely, Jason. That's crazy. And
that's how. I can't remember who it was, but that's how. It was like watching Boog. Half the time this year when he could throw a black, and he could get it back from anywhere. It was so incredible to watch. And when he was able to do that, he was able to stay. He could even stay soft with it and shape it more, and it was pretty incredible to watch whenever I was near him during qualifying.
He's still killing it. He's been bowling very well the last few weeks. In fact, he's got the LBC championship coming up here. I want to say right around the time the Elite League playoffs start. So Boog is still bowling really well lately.
Yeah, it's funny. I've actually known Boog for quite a bit. He, I think the first time we met was the U.S. Open when it was in Garland in Texas. So Boog and I have known each other, or we've known each other for quite a bit. He even lived out in Arizona for a little bit, drilling bowling balls too.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and it's like I was telling people, it's like
he definitely he's always been a great player, but he definitely had a magical year this year.
It was very incredible to watch.
Yes.
Yeah, aside from his talent, which nobody second guesses, you just they always say you'd rather be lucky than good sometimes, but and it really does take some luck to actually win out there against you guys, But to watch a couple lucky breaks against Bill, and then for him to bowl as incredibly as he did to walk through the playoffs, it's like you take away one of those Brooklyn hits, maybe the mindset's a little bit different approaching the players. Maybe the dominoes fall a different way. We talk about this with you all the time. We talk about this with Anthony Simonson, Belmo. You guys have been winners for your entire lives. You guys have been winning nonstop, so you know nothing other than winning. So when you're not winning, it's more irritating than it is demeaning, or in a respect like, oh, I don't know how to do this. So Boog is now like kind of in that mindset even more so than he was. So it's pretty cool to see how much like, that butterfly effect type thing. One thing in set in time can change the entire course of which way it goes.
And he beat a murderer's row in the playoffs. I mean, it's
oh, he sure did.
He's a good kid. He's a really good kid. He's super down to earth. He's super friendly. There's we talk about it every week. There's so many good bowlers out there, but there's also just good people in bowling in general. So coming up here, are you going to be part of the league, the Elite League Championship?
Unfortunately, no. We Dallas the Elite League. We took a tumble, unfortunately, as one of the two teams out. The Dallas Strikers. We bowled really good this year. We just had some unfortunate times where we go into roll-offs and we lost a couple of those. We actually at one point had the highest average shot against us, and we were the second high average in the league.
Wow.
Oh well, gosh.
Yeah, it was rough, and just those moments and the roll-offs just ended up killing us. So unfortunately, we won't be out there, but it's gonna be great to see all the guys competing on TV too. So
absolutely.
So what are you looking forward to most getting ready for next season? Walk us through your plan of how you try to get back in shape, work on your game. Like, do you have any kind of a game plan going into next season?
Well, I definitely want to get back into working out. That's a big thing on my mindset with tour season. I think that's another thing I really lacked on too. Like, I just didn't go out there and stay in the best physical condition. I think that's part of the reason why I ended up getting sick, hurt, this and that. And so for me, yeah, definitely get back out there, make sure I'm not, eating out every single night. That's the hardest part when you're on the road. And then just kind of, just practicing. I'm learning a lot more. I started to kind of figure out towards the end of the year, like with like my ball motions and try to be more confident in making shots. So that's definitely going to go into something for next year. And that's why I'm happy I got the next 4 months to kind of work on that.
That's good, man. Obviously, you could always reach out to any of us if you ever want some assistance. So, but other than that, I think you're going to be just fine, dude. But like you said, yeah, I mean, it's not only a physical grind out there and a mental grind combined, but you want to stay in this tip-top shape to beat those guys.
Is the leg better?
Obviously know how to do.
Yeah, everything's better, honestly.
Oh, good. And here's the other thing. Really, a light. They're all on YouTube. A light yoga program to start is gonna work tiny accessory muscles that you didn't even know you had. Beneficial for bowling too. Won't tighten you. Won't shorten muscles. They'll elongate. They'll balance your core muscles. Just things like that to start. And then as you progress, you'll get better balance. There's plenty of things out there, which I'm sure you know what to do. I'm not saying it like that. Here's how to prevent these old naggers coming up again, because you said you're 30, the shit starts to hit at you. Now an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. So the training goes prior to you ever even throwing a bowling ball now, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's a lot of controversy about pros bowling with amateurs, and obviously we saw Simo just fucking wreck everybody in the battle bowl and took everybody in the brackets. Obviously you're a pro, so you may have a skewed opinion on this, but what would you tell the amateurs if you had here's your platform to talk to the amateurs that may have a problem with it? What do you think about all that, Butters?
Outscore him. That's all I can say.
Right.
Outscore him.
Or don't sign up for the tournament.
Person,
or don't sign up.
If there's one person that you want to bowl for action, and you just have to randomly draw a Simo, there's a lot of people that would not bowl him if they knew that they were bowling him in advance. But no, it's great to see him go out there and to make a couple bucks. That's for sure. That's just so
how
wild.
about just the fact that he didn't shit the bed either? It wasn't like he was like, yeah, I bowled okay. Like he literally came there. People saw him and probably already like, oh, God damn it. And sure enough, what did he shoot? 300, 290, 280 something or whatever.
Yeah.
It was something along those lines. Wasn't there another game or no? Am I making that up?
No, he struck a lot. I think he shot like 860 his first set, and then what did he follow up with? He shot like 820.
Yeah.
He fell back a bit. I got you.
Yeah, I mean he was subpar the second set. Like
well, what's wrong with him? You got a plan of attack.
It's so crazy when you see some of these guys strike. It's like watching. I didn't get to watch it, but just seeing what Graham Fogg did at the LBC during qualifying too as well. He averaged 272 for 6 games. It's incredible.
That's ridiculous.
Maybe that's the dose of reality that some of the amateurs need too. I mean, sure they're bowling at a tournament, but it's like you come in thinking like you're high and mighty. I don't mean it like that. I mean, again, I'm the big red wiffle bat guy, so but they come in thinking, all right, now's my time, and then they realize, oh, there's a lot better people out there, and maybe it should spark the amateur to maybe work a little harder, not just bowl the 3 games a week and think you're good. I don't think I'm good. I know I suck.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna take this moment to brag.
Yeah, sure.
Because I like to brag about myself once in a while because I'm just like that.
Does it end at a brag or is it like end at a humble moment? I feel like I know where this is going.
I would like to say at the 777 tournament in the South Point Plaza that for 7 games I did average 272.5.
Oh, that's true.
And Anthony Simonson was in the field. So I can actually say at one point in my life I did defeat him. I'll be here all night. Straight up 5.com.
Did everybody hear that? Is that what happened? That's where the groan from the place came from you. That's right. I remember that.
Michael, thanks for the shout out. Say hello to RJ for me, and can't wait to see him be playing in the NFL soon, dude. And thanks again for the invite to the golf outing.
So, I mean, how stupid good is Simon? You get to watch him every week. Like he's next level, right? Like right now, I don't think anybody can touch him. If he decides he's going to win, he's just going to win.
It's like every time you look at a tournament, when you try to look for specific bowlers, like any big name tournaments, and you're trying to look for specific bowlers that you're like trying to figure out if they're bowling because you really want to compete about them. I think Simo is probably number 1 on about 90% of this world's list. 100%.
I agree with that too. And it's simply because not only is he completely
say that too.
Yeah, because he's not only completely fearless, but he has more tricks than anybody. And they're not just like subpar tricks. They're tricks that can beat everybody. And he's got an absolute
Like he won a tour title with a backup ball. Like, I mean, that's grade A+ level, just complete amazingness.
It's almost trolling at that point. It's like, you know what? I'm so bored. It's
He's
like
literally
when Larry
looking.
Bird played a game left-handed back in the friggin' late '80s. He was like, "I'm so bored with this. I'm just gonna play the game left-handed." It's literally like this game's too easy. I need a challenge. They should just put 15 pins out for him. Then next time, I don't know.
Dude, I honestly think it's safe to say that 95% of people that try and throw a thumbless backup ball, like the number one thing is like, please come off my hand and don't break my wrist.
And that's the other thing. The hand.
Let alone looking at a spot or like trying to find.
Oh my God. So it's funny that you bring that up, JP, because I don't know if you guys saw it recently with Sam Cooley bowling overseas, and he threw a backup ball with 2 fingers, and I'm pretty sure he averaged 250 plus.
Wow.
That's another
quite
guy
impressive.
He's incredible.
Yeah, Sam.
And every year the bowlers get better and better and better, and I get a year older and older, and it's like that song "Glory Days," guys, by Bruce Springsteen. I've officially reached that point.
Oh my God, Am I the baby in the room?
The pool's still open. That's what
you are the baby.
You're the baby by far in the room, my friend.
Oh my God. So I gotta tell you guys
I'm the baby
this.
without you here. Go ahead.
I gotta tell you guys this. So last night I bowled my first night of league, and I was telling the group this, but I was the oldest person on the whole pair.
Wow.
Like, we're talking 5-man teams, and I was the oldest person on the pair by 6 years.
How did that make you feel?
Yeah, really.
Is this a high school league or something? Or
no,
what?
it's a bunch of the ASU. I help coach Arizona State University, and it's a bunch of the kids that we do league night on Tuesdays, and there's a couple of guys that are graduating. There's a couple of guys we help coach, and yeah, it just so happened to be that I was the oldest person on the team.
Well, God bless you, man.
It only gets worse.
You got to sniff of it nice and early.
It does get worse, yes.
I think this was just a wake-up call.
Jerry says, JP, if you're in the glory days, then I'm in my senior days.
Jerry, I turned 40 in like 2 weeks, man. I'm only a decade away from the senior tour, baby. I'm right behind you, man.
I'm eligible.
You are eligible.
Oh,
you should be out there with your winner solid and your wrecker and your Steelers visible, just doing work, man.
And the other one, and the shift ball,
the gravity shift.
With the gravity shift, that's right. It says shift on the damn thing.
With the way Mika and JJ bowled this year, I wouldn't ever touch the senior tour. I wouldn't go anywhere near it, even if I had an ounce.
Like there's so many good. I mean, you just see it every weekend. It's like you got your Mika, you got your Tom Hess, you got your JJ, like Brad Angelo. I mean, Brad Angelo is always up there too. Like he's making a lot of shows, and then. It sucks what happened with
Jason Couch,
Walter Ray, Jason Couch.
Barnes had a good year. Yeah.
Barnes.
There's a bunch of these guys that recently won on the regular tour. Like that's crazy. Seriously, think about this. Has there been a run like this? Like, wasn't like John Handegard, like the guy winning all the senior tournaments and like.
What?
You know what I mean? Like, not that he wasn't good, but like
look at you, Ocho. Pulling out the fucking Handegard.
I watch classic bowling. Plus, he's got
John
extreme
Handegard.
explosives. He's got extreme explosives.
Back then, you had Handegard, you had Gene Stuss, you had Tommy Evans.
He bowled a 300 on the television, man.
Butters wasn't even born yet.
Titus Amez.
I wasn't even a thought yet.
And that was really
there's a handful of guys, but now you got freaking 30 guys that are like that just recently won on the regular tour.
Dude, the senior tour now are the guys that I used to caddy for. The guys on the senior tour are all of my idols growing up.
But they ain't falling off though either. It's not like it's they gotta make a baby shot for them or anything. These guys can still freaking motor it,
My two idols growing up watching were Parker Bone and Jason Couch. Me too. If they were on TV, my eyes were glued to the TV, guys. You could not pry me away from the TV if they were on TV.
I couldn't agree more, man.
And now in 10 years, you're going to have, Belmo if he decides to go that way. And 20 years from now, it could be Butters, could be Simo and EJ. And it's never going to end. Like
dude, you're going to have, in a few short years, you're going to have Bill O'Neill and Tommy Jones.
True, yeah, right.
Oh, man.
And
Wes Milan, yeah.
I mean, they're all right.
You pulled the old card out on them. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I did, man. And not to mention, we also got guys like Robert Smith and Rudy Revs out there now, too. I mean, Liz Johnson's on the senior tour, for fuck's sake.
Right.
The world is over. It's over.
I actually just bowled Liz. I just bowled Liz at a regional in Delaware. And, like, our match came down to me throwing the last shot. And, she bowled great. And, oh, God, man, that is...
Wait a minute. Are you talking about the event right after she made the show at Bill Moore's house?
I believe so. Yes. No. In Delaware at Wilmington.
Yeah, that was the next.
Yeah.
She left. So her and I were having some drinks after she got done because I was at Bill Moore's house, and she said she was on her way to Delaware to go bowl. I should have gone.
Yeah. That was it. And I ended up bowling her. She qualified 16th, and I'm leading. And it's one of those moments where you realize I'm leading the tournament, and I'm bowling one of the best female bowlers ever. How fair is that?
No one's ever. Luckily for all of us, Ron Glick is a super senior now too. Like no one.
Oh, thank goodness.
Thank goodness for that.
Yeah, Ron Glick would take it all.
Well, now we got the tour trials running right now, and there's somebody good. John Fury is bowling very well in that. Friend of yours, Johnny and Ocho.
He's only a few years younger than me, I think, ain't he?
John, yeah, he's pretty darn close to you.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I want to say Fury's mid-40s.
Well, what the fuck am I, dude? I'm not.
You're eligible.
I know.
There's a lot of guys. There's a lot of guys at tour trials that are like that I've hung out with a lot on the East Coast too, like Tim Foy, Andrew Hall, Anthony Nyers up there.
Nyers going well.
The guy that's leading, Hayden Stippich. I mean, I've watched him quite a bit. Two-A lefty from the PA area, and he's a good kid too as well. And Brandon, Brandon shot 300 too today.
ALS is bowling in there. We got Brad Miller, Johnny's favorite bowler. He's doing well in the trials. Nate Garcia, friend of our show. He's he was struggling early, but I don't know how he did today. I haven't talked to him yet, but I mean, there's a ton of good bowlers in there, and it's a cool thing that Tom Clark put together to kind of get some guys out of the PTQ and give them some relief to where they can just pay the tournament entry and just be able to bowl every week without having to grind it. So,
can I make a bold prediction?
Yeah, go ahead.
Make a bold prediction. I think that Brad Miller is not going to make it, but I think Tom Clark's going to give him a commissioner's exemption for the season.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Oh, man.
This guy. Hey, look at that! Look at that guy.
Only for an appearance on the Brad and what's his ass show? Brad and
Kyle.
Kyle, right? I wanted to say Brad and Angelo. I almost wanted to say Brad and Angelo show.
We love all of them. We love both of them.
No, I think I like that he goofs on you because I'm a fan of Brad.
It's like watching the Weather Channel. I'm just saying.
I'm glad, man. It's Miller time.
They're all fans of me too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Butters.
Yo.
Are we reaching that time? We always have to check. All right, how you doing on time?
I probably got about till the league here starts at 6. So, but I mean, I could go a little bit after.
All right. Well, it's 7 minutes from now. So, Rob, what else do you got? Because I want to make sure we get as much in before we lose our very special guest.
Let's see.
Don't filibuster, Rob. Come on.
No. I haven't talked to Butters in a while. I don't know what I have.
Well, there's a reason. He's probably fucking avoiding you like all of us do.
He actually it's fun. Unlike you, Ocho.
He was.
It's fun listening to you guys.
I said he answers my text, but you don't, Ocho.
Well, he'll learn.
Hey, I only responded because he got sent to me.
Who do you think is going to win Bowler of the Year, Butters?
Come again? What was that?
Who do you think is going to get Bowler of the Year this year?
I mean, it's so hard to not. It's a mixture of a lot of guys, but it's so hard to not give it to Simon. It really is.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I know he was struggling at the trios event, and I'm hoping that that's not the deciding factor. But I think that Simon, EJ had an amazing year. Troop had an amazing year. Bill had a pretty good year. It's a tough one to tell, honestly. There were so many first-time champions as well, too, this year that it's just too hard to tell, like, what to give this award who to. EJ bowled really good this year, just couldn't win on TV. He won twice, but he was still making every show. Where I think Simo won. He knocked me out of the show and ran the ladder in Springfield. And he won.
That's kind of what Simo did last year against EJ. Remember, Simo was at every show, but only had a couple wins, and EJ had, I think, 5 or 6. But Simo was literally in every damn show.
Yeah, they flip-flopped.
And so EJ basically did that this year.
Yeah, you're right.
It's so hard to tell, honestly. Like, everybody did so good. Like, it's like I can't, like I say Simo, but it's like I can't even predict, like, who to really give it to. It's so many guys both so good, and so many first-time titleists both good this year too. So it's definitely a tough pool to see who gets the opportunity, but we'll see at the end of the day.
Who decides this stuff anyway? I'm just curious. Anybody wants to answer. I don't care. Are there calculations, or do they do like bowl coalition system shit? Like
they have a points list, but I don't think.
No, typically, correct me if I'm wrong, Butters, but the player of the year is voted on by your peers. It's voted on by the players.
Yes, correct. And that goes for every award. That goes for the rookie of the year, nice guy, Pat Patterson, like all those different awards. I think is voted off by the players.
Right.
Because you want to be a dick, you can just put anybody. Really, I mean, again,
I'm sure guys.
I don't think it happens, but it's I just want to know the options there.
I bet your ass it's happened throughout the course of PBA history.
Yeah.
What?
100%. Yeah, just like not picking somebody because you don't like them.
I know. Well, unfortunately, they don't put that none button at the bottom of the page.
Remember when Kyle Troop? Didn't Kyle Troop not win, or maybe he did? Oh no, wait. Oh, that was an SB. I think that was an SB that you had a discrepancy with, JP, right? Last year, 2 years ago, there was an SB. It should have been Troop, I think, or maybe it was Dark. I don't remember. Forget it.
Was it me? I don't think that
was
me.
it was Johnny. Johnny had an issue with it, and I don't remember if it was Player of the Year or the SB. Someone won an SB about something and shouldn't have, I think.
Oh, I think it should have. Yeah, I can't remember honestly either.
I remember it was a Troop thing. It had. I think Troop should. Oh, when he won. When he had the record breaking.
He won he won $500,000 and he didn't win the SB. I think they gave it to like Tom Doherty or something.
Yeah.
But I can't actually. Oh well, whatever it was, it's like this is the highest single season earnings in the history of our sport, and not to mention he's like the face of the PBA. He's friendly. He's bubbly. He's spawned an entire youth generation of players. It's like the definition of what the fucking award is supposed to go to.
Yeah,
exactly. 100%.
I actually forgot that it was the SB though until I was halfway through my rant.
Hey, you guys,
were still in my
the SBs is fun too. The SBs is fun too. I've been there before. It's like a complete blast.
I bet it is, man. You get to mingle with all the celebs.
I was actually behind in second line. I was behind Bryson DeChambeau. No joke.
Just watched the video with him and freaking John Daly today. Damn it.
That's pretty cool. I love
Did you watch the video of him and Trump trying to break 50?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I watched him and John Daly do it, and then I watched him and Trump trying to do it.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I would have gotten kicked out so early in that freaking thing. I should go to the SB to see how long I can stay before I get kicked out.
Johnny, let me throw this to you. Do you have any inklings of the Rookie of the Year? I mean, we had so many breakout players this year.
To tell you the truth, I don't really know who's an actual rookie per se. I don't know if Ryan Barnes actually is. I mean, I would say if Eric Jones is a rookie or Dio Bernard is a rookie, those are obviously the front runners for the Rook. But on that note, Butters, we know you got to get started with League. You still guard. So just want to thank you, as always, for joining us.
Yes, sir.
And stay in touch with me. Let me know when you're going to be back on the East Coast. And we're looking forward to seeing a very Butter-like season in 2024.
Yes, sir. And more than likely, you'll be seeing me pretty soon. So I will keep you updated.
And you take care of the inside of that hip, honey.
All right.
We'll get someone else to do it. Yeah.
See you,
all right,
brother.
All right, bro.
Thank you, guys. Take care. Have a good one.
You got it, bud.
Later.
See you.
Later.
I
didn't
Butters.
have the heart to tell him to either mute himself in between speaking or
Yeah,
just
no,
go
it's
find someplace that didn't sound like Six Flags Great Adventure in the middle of July.
At one point, I was like, "Oh, someone said something." And I'm trying to look at mouths moving, and I was like, "Well, nope." And it wasn't me.
Hey,
That's
man,
all right. Shit happens.
League's about to start, man. You obviously know people are getting rowdy, so you got to get the pregame in.
I love
Yeah,
Butters.
he's the best. Always has been.
Always has. Yes, you're right. And I'm glad he's back on track mentally and physically because when he is, dude, he's unstoppable. Like he's just a force of nature.
Yes,
the waddle. I forgot to ask him what he called his approach again. Do you remember what it was, Ocho?
Waddle, crank, smash.
Waddle, crank, smash.
Yeah, waddle, crank, smash. We need to make that a shirt and give him some of the proceeds.
Could
We
not
don't need
agree
any
more.
proceeds. Give us the fucking proceeds. Fuck him.
Speaking of that too, Robbie, before we close out, can we run through the pictures one more time, and then I'll just kind of give my little script here one more time for everybody that missed it at the top of the show.
Absolutely.
August 28th, next week's show. At the conclusion of the show, we will announce the winner of the signed bowling pin, the signed autograph card of Dad, as well as a bowling ball of their choice from Brunswick. Again, this can be accessed by visiting straightup5.com. Venmo, PayPal, credit, debit, everything is on there for the pre-order of the black shirt with my silhouette on the front and our Straight Up 5 logo on the back. You can also go ahead and head over to Zelle at Straight Up 5. We'll obviously put that up for you here shortly. But if if for some reason anybody runs into an issue right now, I'm assuming, Mark, you attempted to go via Venmo, which means it didn't ask you for your shipping information or the size or anything like that, which we will gladly correct by tonight. So if anybody does run into that issue, please feel free to message me directly. I'll be up, obviously, all night. And aside from the picture, obviously, I keep kind of scooting to the side to show the bag in the flesh, but we do have an anonymous donor. Thank you so much for this Storm 4-wheel triple roller, which we are also going to give away to one lucky raffle winner, also at the conclusion of next week's show. Here, again, we will throw up the QR code, but you can also just go directly to Straight Up 5. It's 2 chances for $20. So $20 gets you 2 chances. And again, this drawing will take place at the conclusion of our show next week. And that includes free shipping on the bag as well. If you want to check out any more specs on the bag, feel free to stop by stormbowling.com. And that's basically it. Thanks again to everybody who...
2 tickets for $20. I've got 2 chances for $20.
Man,
Somebody
that
play
version...
that in the background. Get an audio
that version
clip.
is so Eddie Money.
I just crushed it. Get an no bullshit. Get an audio clip, and every time we do the promo, every time we do the promo, you play that audio clip. You can splice that shit in there. You know what you do a software drop, Rob.
I will.
I don't know why, but whatever's above your window looks like an Airheads wrapper.
That's
it's Baby Sharks. Never mind.
Yeah, Gabriella's banner. Nice.
All right, good.
I ain't farting on no snare drum.
Yeah, we're good, Mr. P. So again, check us out next week. Next Wednesday will be the deadline, August 28th by 9 p.m. Eastern, to have your pre-orders in so you can win a signed bowling pin, a signed picture from JP Sr. Ocho, really?
What? I'm on mute.
I don't need that. And we'll also be announcing the winners in the Jesus Christ. Yeah, I can't talk. No, I can't talk. We'll be announcing the winners shortly after 9 o'clock next week. And of the bowling ball, it's a pin, it's a picture, and it's a bowling ball, correct, Johnny?
Correct. That's
bowling
for the pre-sale orders, yes.
Okay.
For the Straight Up 5 merch.
And then if you want to get into the raffle for the Storm bowling bag, just check out that Venmo link that we put up on the screen. And that's it. That's all we have for business. Oh, hold on. Victor Johnson. What's going on, brother?
What's up, Mr. Veej? Good to see you, brother.
I'm with your host, Johnny P. Johnny, I do have to say, you're pretty good at this, bro. You've been doing this for almost 2 years. Actually, you've been doing this for 2 years now, and you're a very good interviewer as well. I was very pleased by your questions to Butters and all that. So I just want to give you props for that.
I had a whole bunch. You never got to me. I had like a scroll of them. I had like all on my phone.
That means a lot to me. Somebody very important in my life a couple of years ago said to me, gave me a little critique in the early going, kind of said, first off, stop drinking on the show, especially. I mean, stop drinking altogether, but stop drinking on the show because you kind of had the tendency to ramble. This person said to me, just go watch Joe Rogan's podcast. I mean, there's a reason why everybody goes on his podcast. It's because he knows how to keep questions to just direct questions enough. He's engaged in everything that's being said, and he's actually listening more than he's speaking. So over time, I've actually tried to just kind of let our guests do most of the talking and actually ask the questions that I think that the general public wants to know. So that means a lot to me. So thank you very much.
You are welcome.
Did you ever notice Joe Rogan he's literally got his mouth to, which I think is part of what you're supposed to do, which is why they have that guard.
Yeah.
They're literally right on it. And don't say smooth jazz, you freaking weirdo.
Smooth jazz.
Yeah. And Rob doesn't even need the windscreen. There's no crackling like there was on your iPad.
That was his fault. He fucking butchered it. Rob's got the beard to cover the wind, to keep the.
I do. This is look at this growing out.
That's true. You saved like $38 on a windscreen. That's good.
That's true. All right, guys, we'll be back next week for another edition of Straight Up 5 with Johnny Petraglia Jr. We're going to have the winning results of the signed bowling ball, the pin, and the picture from Johnny Petraglia Sr. And we'll find out who wins that bowling ball bag. And there's a great possibility we're going to have a PBA Hall of Famer on the show.
I'm not in the Hall of Fame. Stop.
I'll give you a hint. It rhymes with Schmish Schmarns. So
That's very good.
Yeah, thank you. I've been working on that. But until then, guys, we appreciate our support. We'll see you next time. See you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.
And it was Stan, by the way, you dummy. You forgot Stan. It was Stan that Belmo calls him.
Yeah, we covered it like an hour ago.
All right.
Yeah, Dan pointed it out.
Yeah,
Oh,
good
fuck
job.
him too.
All right, guys. See you next week. Have a good night. Take care. Peace out. Fuck you, Ouch.
Later, guys.
Thanks for listening to this edition of Straight Up 5 with Johnny Petraglia Jr. You can follow the show on Twitter at Straight Up 5 Pod. Follow Johnny Jr. at JPJR07. Follow Rad Rob at Rad Rob Gaming. And follow Dr. Ocho at the Dr. Ocho. Got a question for Johnny? Send your questions to straightup5podcast@gmail.com. We'll see you next time for another edition of Straight Up 5 with Johnny Petraglia Jr. Right here on the Rad Rob Radio Network.